add the soundtrack to our Q&A, and he'll play loud enough that whatever we say, you won't be able to catch on any of your phones. I'm not leading this. You guys need something. There's a question.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
What do you put your songwriting down to? Where do you get?
I think that answered it right there. Improvisation. Soul.
You have to speak up, because if I can't hear you, I know they can.
Oh.
Now you know what it's like trying to get a decision out of them about touring.
Yes, good question. Go ahead.
He's a very closed-minded young man, isn't he?
What does he listen to? What does he listen to?
He was here shooting on Saturday. But because he said that before.
No, he's wrong. People, the great thing about, here's the thing. People are, this is what's great about music, is music transcends age, right? It transcends color and all personality and everything, right? So if you like what you're listening to, you have every right to enjoy that, whether it's Frank Sinatra or Linkin Park or whatever. And I think what a lot of people, a lot of fans of specific types of music do is that they start to put the band, like the band chose to be in their little niche. They start to treat the band like they belong to their club, right? Which isn't true. Band, we don't belong to a club. We make music that we want to make. We don't make music that you guys want us to make necessarily. We make music that we like, that we are inspired to make, that represents us. If that speaks to you, then you should feel free to listen to us and have fun and come rock with the park shirt if that's what you want to do. Yeah. Question. Go ahead. Sure. Go ahead.
Personally, out of the whole 10 years that you've been in band, is it? So,
Yeah. Around there.
what is the biggest highlight, like that one moment where you go, "Wow, this is why I'm here"? What's that for you guys?
Well, there's always a great show on every tour that feels really great. But for me, I said this earlier, and there was like a meet and greet I did with some guys here, and here are my girls, for this one. And when we did the Grammys with Paul McCartney and Jay-Z, that was one of those moments that, is rare, never happen again under any circumstances, probably. So that's a pretty high point. But we've tried a few shows. We've been very lucky.
Yeah, every time we do a show, even on the show, it's really nice to get that. I imagine life is pumped out every time, especially screaming and
The coffee I make them.
Yeah. Question in the back, anybody?
Can I have one?
Yes. Once, a very long time ago, they've been banned. Question, young lady in the back. No one wants to take that one. It's far too complicated. We can't generalize all of our personal tastes
I only like Barry Manilow. It's really hard for me to put together those mixtapes I put up on my website because I don't actually like any of that music.
Young lady, speak up, please.
Okay. What's your favorite tour story? Like, you guys go home and chill out with all your mates. What's your favorite story that you just have to tell everyone and just brag about? Or is it too explicit to share?
Far from. I think it's too boring. I had a funny one. The one that whenever anybody asks me what one of the weirdest things, it's like one of those stories that you, like when people, I get home and I tell my friends, you're not gonna believe what happened when we were out. It was the time when this guy came up to me at a store. I was with Dave, and he's like, I think we were in Asia somewhere, and he came up and he didn't speak English very well, and so I thought he didn't mean what he was saying, which was, please sign, and he handed me his baby. I thought there was like a it was lost in translation, but it wasn't.
Did you sign it?
He kind of made me. I felt like I would really let him down if I didn't, and I figured it would wash off, so. I hope it washed off.
I had a girl last week.
The dirtiest baby.
Oh, you just told me the other day about your favorite. Okay,
That's when we're
you want to
opening
know?
for R.
You want to
Kelly.
know why? You want to know why we don't go into the crowd every time? Besides the fact that you can see these like scratches on my wrist, that's one reason why. But the other reason why is Chester told me the story the other day that I didn't know about. Well, actually, you should tell.
No, you tell it because you're gonna remember it better than me.
Well, it wasn't a long story. He was just that he went down the crowd and was doing like, I don't know, like it was probably in the end or something like that. And he got on the barricade, and everybody's there and they're touching him, and whatever, he's sweating and singing. And he goes in for one of those really big notes, right? When his mouth is just wide open, he's like, ah! And this girl put her hand he grabbed like four fingers all the way in and just stuck her hand in his mouth. And he said, my favorite part is he said, if somebody were to ask you, like especially like the 18-year-old you, like what would you do if somebody did that? You'd be like, oh, I'd be so mad. Like, if it was a guy that did this thing, I'd totally just punch him in the face, But when it actually happens, like it hits your reset button. Reset, you shut down. You're just like, I can't believe you just put your hand in the mouth.
It's a scenario where if you just talked about it and you'd be like, oh, I kicked that person's ass. Like, no one would ever do that to me. Like, karate chop him. And then it happens, and it's so bizarre, shocking.
It was so shocking he didn't even tell us.
I have to continue singing. The show must go on, right? You can't allow something like somebody else's hand being off your mouth to keep you from performing. So I finished the song, and then after the song was over, I was like, "You guys, like, did everybody see that?" And people were like, kind of laughing. I was like, "She stuck her fucking hand in my mouth. Don't do that. That's not sexy at all."
You liked it just a little bit.
No, really not.
No, really not at all.
Nope.
What's that? No, it was I was doing a Dead by Sunrise performance in the parking lot of the Jimmy Kimmel show. And it was definitely worse than Vegemite. I would eat Vegemite every day if it meant not to have that person's hand. I was gonna figure out, I have no idea where she is. I don't know who she is, where she's touched, where she's been. She's putting her hand on the barricade. She's kind of sweaty looking. You don't know. And you're just right in there.
Yeah. What is your favorite song to play live?
Either One Step Closer or Lead It Out. That's the last song before we go home.
That's not true. When there's a birthday, we get to play Happy Birthday.
It was a good rendition in Brisbane.
Question, go ahead.
So your new album's called Electronic. You guys get any ideas for songs?
Sure.
One more question, then we're going to have to wrap it up. Got to get them ready for the show. Make it a good one. Who's got the best question of the bunch?
Oh, no.
I don't believe any of you.
You've come this far in 10 years. In another 10 years, where do you see yourself?
Good question.
Which line?
I'd like to know that answer myself.
I hope we're all still alive. That's usually a good place to start.
Hopefully we're not with the 90s.
We'll still be doing what we're doing now, just a little older, possibly in a diaper. What's that?
So we'll see you all again here in 10 years' time. Same group sooner.
There's definitely a very good chance of that. Absolutely.
Another great concert.
All right, thanks you guys.
So.
Thank you.
Okay, so we did this last time. It was a lot of fun. We're gonna play you guys in a little something. And Chet, I have to be totally upfront about this. We didn't rehearse it at all, and we haven't played the song in 3 years. 2 or 3. So
It's been a long time.
Chester
We
literally,
didn't
the
play
thing he
it
was,
right.
if you guys saw him on his phone, he was actually writing the lyrics down so he could like sing them.
I was not texting my
Cheat on.
friends.